Hey everyone, so let's talk about the NBA All-Star game. Full transparency, I just kind of clicked over trying to see what it was about, never thinking I would have interest or watch it for any length of time at all. And dare I say, it was more than watchable. It was actually entertaining, which is monumentally different from what that game had become. It had become low energy, lackadaisical, and impossible to watch. And to be honest, an embarrassment for the league. The guys were just out there running layup lines more than anything else and trying to call it an all-star game. It needed to be changed. And kudos to the NBA because they figured it out. The three-team format, a couple of USA teams versus a world team, that worked. I also think the 12-minute game format, they had a little mini tournament, 4 games total amongst these three teams. And the fact that the game times were only 12 minutes, it was short enough to keep the players' attention span and to kind of manufacture the fact that they would be close games. And they were. The first one ended in overtime on a walk-off three because they used the Elam ending using a target score, not overtime. And then the second one was a good old-fashioned three-point buzzer beater that followed up a three-pointer by Anthony Edwards that gave one of the USA teams the lead in that game. So again, more than entertaining. You had Kawhi Leonard looking like it was 2019 all over again. And I mean, as engaged as you could imagine. And that's the thing that needs to be noted. The players cared enough to be engaged. They cared enough to get back on defense and run the break and do all the things that we hadn't seen in that game for so long. And listen, some of us are old enough to remember when the NBA All-Star game was must-see TV. So listen, I criticized that game when it had become awful, but listen, fair is fair. And they came up with a good product, a good idea. So kudos to the NBA. And more important than anything else, I'm happy for NBA fans because you got to see a good product on All-Star Weekend.